kick it away is Sanders. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Alec Pierce, 52 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3-5. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Here's Carr to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Juwan Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw, it's Carr. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. He's into space past the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw again on second down. Tua steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. That is caught. And out across midfield down to the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Carr now to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a give to Brooks running right. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Our home team, 21.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right back to him on 1st down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's got Pierce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brooks is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Tua. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A handoff running left, Brooks.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Carr.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Carr going to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Juwan Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys capitalize on